Across the Pacific Northwest, we lose more than 4 farms every single day. And here in Valley County, most of our food is trucked in. With our small population, supplies are already limited, and when tens of thousands of tourists arrive each summer, they get stretched even thinner. That's why I started Idahome Wild. We're growing fruits and veggies right here at home.
It's tough. Our growing season is short, and I'm out here most nights covering crops just to keep them alive.
But this is bigger than my farm. By selling at farmers markets and to local chefs, we're building resilience and keeping farming alive for the next generation here in our community.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I am a white woman with way too much gray hair and a blue shirt and a black skirt. So I'm with Idahome Wild in Donnelly, Idaho, where we're growing resilience and we're feeding our community. In Valley County, Idaho, we're proud to be a year-round tourist destination. We have mountains, lakes, and trails, but for locals, it's a food desert. We have 2 stores in a 70-mile radius. Families pay exorbitantly high prices for poor quality food, and it's trucked in across one single sketchy highway. Actually, 70% of our homes in the area are for seasonal visitors. So we see really large population swings that can really strain our supplies. Our solution is simple. We just need to grow local. So it ensures our community has reliable access to high quality, healthy food. Growing local strengthens our food security and it keeps the dollars circulating where it makes the biggest impact. We started at our local seasonal farmers market. Next, with your help, we get to expand from 1 to 3 markets. Then we move to a CSA, land for a U-Pick farm, and ultimately, we want to do a full co-op style market village where we create opportunity for other small businesses to grow and educate our community. Every year that we grow, our community impact grows for generations. Initially, we focus on the root of our market. Our farmers market shoppers are typically women aged 30 to 65, and their families, retirees, second homeowners, and seasonal visitors. They value quality, sustainability, and personal connection with their food producers. Then we have our local chefs. Whether from upscale venues or from casual spots, they've told me how eager they are to feature our truly local dining experience. In fact, they're already sourcing local meats in our area, and so they're ready to adapt their menus just to showcase what we can grow. Our first community survey made it very clear. 95% say that they would rather support small businesses, and 80% say they're tired of box store quality. So we know what they want, and we're here to grow it. Since we're remote and our resources are so limited, our only real competition is the big box stores. As local backyard growers, we recognize our area comes with challenges, and the need is so strong that we don't compete with one another, we collaborate. These are actually just some of the local businesses that we partner with because we build our market strategy through our community. We don't have billboards for advertisement where we live, so it's all about who you know, and we share knowledge like bread, the way that neighbors should. This $10,000 changes everything for us. We purchased our first high tunnel with this money, and it extends our growing season from 5 months to 9. It protects our valuable crops from those hungry little wildlife pests that like to eat their weight in ripe veggies, and this money ensures that we move into the next chapter of our journey. Okay, so let's talk money. Here you can see that our overhead stays low and our net profit grows steadily year after year. We cut costs with techniques like seed harvesting, composting, and propagation. We keep our prices competitive with local big box stores, despite customers actually expecting to pay more for farmers market prices, because we believe that good food is a right, it's not a privilege. Our leadership team is small but mighty. It's mostly me and my family. We do all the heavy lifting and we collaborate with businesses and growers. I've spent nearly a decade mastering growing in our tough mountain conditions, and I rely on my local extension office and my fellow growers to help problem solve. And of course, the business coaches have also helped me learn the business side of things. So while we may be a small operation, we're prepared and we're always learning. So that's Idahome Wild, where we're growing resilience and feeding our community. Thank you for helping us grow for the next day, or for the next generation.
Hello there. My question would be for you is, with limited access to the big box stores in your local, and most of your consumers are sometimes seasonal.
Yes.
How would you expect to expand and grow when you have no customers?
Well, we do have a standard population of 10 to 12,000 people. And if we can go back to, I think the first slide, maybe I can go back that far. We don't just fluctuate for like a month with seasonal tourists, because we have mountains and lakes and trails. Like I said, you can see our population kind of fluctuates pretty steadily throughout the year. So in the wintertime, what I really plan on doing is teaching classes on preserving, making jams, canning, things like that. And that helps to sustain our slower times. But summertime will be that kind of pushing those veggies that I can grow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, as you move from concept to launch, what key operational or production challenge do you anticipate, and how are you preparing to meet it?
So things that I anticipate are really, it comes down to our season. We are actually dealing with typically about 7 months of freezing temperatures where we live. So having that growing high tunnel, or the high tunnel to grow in, really makes a huge impact. We do have farmers in our area that are growing wheat, large crops like that, but because it is so challenging, we really have to accommodate and make special conditions like growing in high tunnels or temperature controlled greenhouses. So does that feel like it answered your question? Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
In the video, you talked about the loss of farms in the area and how rapidly it's happening.
Yeah.
I would imagine that climate probably has a big deal to do with that. And you're describing now how the tunnel might help with, sustaining some of those farms.
Yeah.
Can you speak about how this sort of business model can expand beyond your home to the other homes in your area?
Well, it takes a certain type of person to live where we live, and a lot of our neighbors are really almost in that homestead mindset of we want to grow and we share a lot of our knowledge with one another. And so, but some of us just can't grow in the quantity, and it does take quite a lot of skill to grow, especially in those kind of conditions. And so making sure that we are, using those resources and we're really tapping into how we grow. And then I have the pleasure of working with a large retirement community in my full-time job that I do, and they are so eager to share third generation raspberry plants with me, or fourth generation strawberry plants. So we are really reaching our community through that very tight knit quantity. Did that feel like that answered your question?
Thank you.
Sorry. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.